moves him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Noonan is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Two men are on with two men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with two men on base in front of him.
Shoots this one to first. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
In there at the knees, strike one. Bounce to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. Well, that'll spell disaster.
Juan Lagares will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that's going to land foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Full count, 3-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch there, 3-2. It probably would have been ball 4, but I'm not sure if I could have laid off that one either.
Into the box now, Billy Burns. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Marcus Semien walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. So that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 4 and the A's nothing. Jake Marisnick is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Drilled right back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Alvarez is ready. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
And I think anytime you hit a ball that softly on a fastball, you can pretty much bet you were either jammed on it or got caught reaching. And here you can see as this pitch ties him up inside, he's not able to get the sweet spot on the baseball.
In now, Dave Winfield. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, George Springer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve has it and taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Danny Valencia.
Danny Valencia is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward third, but a quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
Now batting.
Well, starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you can do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone.
Stepping in now, Tom Noonan gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down 4-0. Jeff Bagwell heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
First baseman number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Ground ball left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. He gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Colby Rasmus stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
2 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it 4-0. Travis d'Arnaud comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category, as you can see right here. So the staff has been doing their job all season long, keeping them in just about every ball game. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to know the pitching will keep it close until you can make some noise with the bats.
Chris Coghlan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Whew. That's one of his best pitches tonight.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
And you get the sense now that they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. That'll make it first and third now, and they've got a good chance here to break that string of zeros.
Juan Lagares will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. At the knees, strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And he lays off for ball one.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he is in there.
It's been a while since these guys last hit the scoreboard. Remember, they got shut out the last time they took the field, but finally, they push a run across here on the RBI single.
Standing in now, Billy Burns goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. Rasmussen is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Marcus Semien digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And that misses for ball one. Two down, runners at first and second. Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. A's have to settle for just the one. 5 innings complete. The Astros lead it 4-1. Mark Zepchinski will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38, Mark Zepchinski.
Evan Gattis will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first, and it's dropped.
Well, let's watch this. I don't know quite what the problem was. It just sort of looked like he clanked it over there. And, yeah, sure enough, the throw's right there. He doesn't close the glove around it.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a chopper out to second. To second for one, on to first, and they get them both.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. One and two.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Hard liner toward short. Oh, this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they lead it 4-1. George Springer will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. To short. Played on the backhand. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Danny Valencia will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Tom Noonan will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They trail it 4-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Jake Marisnick is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Jake Marisnick.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Hit to short. Simeon's there. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, the secret to his success really isn't that hard to figure. We'll keep the ISO camera on him as he's getting down the line, and you can see he just uses that speed to leg this one out.
Jose Altuve will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Fernando Rodriguez will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Rodriguez.
Dave Winfield will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Into the seats, 0-1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he's retired 1 away. John Axford is on his way into the ball game now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 61, John Axford.
Jeff Bagwell will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
The 1-0 delivery. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. First and second now, one man out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Mm. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. The run scores from second, and to score is the runner from first. It's 6-1.
And you know, that one might be the one that breaks the camel's back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about time to wave the white flag out there.
Ryan Madsen will come on and pitch here with one gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 44, Ryan Madsen.
Carlos Correa will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Runner at second here with one man out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
The 1-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter. Probably not.
2 out here and a runner at second. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, designated hitter.
I almost got him to go around there. The question will be, did he break the plane? And show motion says that's awfully close. I don't know if you can definitely say either way, but he's going to take first base regardless.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 35.
Evan Gaddis now standing in, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. Houston leads this one 6-1. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. Number 11 for him on the season. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
In now, Chris Coughlin.
Center fielder.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Striding into the box, Jed Lowry. He singled his last time up. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's Juan Lagares, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Runner at first here, one man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is a strike three called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Wow, we have seen a very liberal strike zone at times so far in this game. You figure on 0-2, he's going to try to waste one. Is this pitch in the strike zone? Doesn't really look like it to me, but it's not my vote that matters.
Into the box now, Billy Burns, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Two out with the man at first. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Guys, that's just an amazing at-bat right there. All that guy on the mound wants to do is find that one put-away pitch and get him back in the dugout. But try as he might, he never could find it. And he winds up not only losing this guy, but taking up a big chunk of his stamina to do it.
Marcus Semien gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the A's get one back thanks to the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Astros 6 and the A's 2. Liam Hendricks will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Liam Hendricks.
Luis Valbuena comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about doing that again. Let's see if he can get something started right here.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Jason Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit high and deep to right center. Coughlin going back, still going back. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second, he'll try for third. And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag. The tag comes down, and they're going to get him at third. Aggressive base running there following some shoddy defensive play, but it doesn't work out for him. Here's Jake Marisnick. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Hit on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. George Springer will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And the pitch. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Standing in now, Danny Valencia. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And there's ball 1. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. 1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, EK, as you know, the more at-bats you get against the same guy, the more you start to figure out his stuff. Now, once you see him for the 3rd or 4th at-bat, you become a better hitter because by then you pretty much know every pitch he's got. And I think this is a case where he kind of made an educated guess on what was coming, got it, and didn't miss it.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Will Harris will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Tom Noonan.
Stepping in now, Tom Noonan, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bagwell near the first base bag, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Well, here you go on show track. This is a cut fastball that he winds up making contact with down near the handle. And it winds up an easy pop out.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a look at ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The set and the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Rasmus moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the A's inch a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's now 6-3. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Sean Doolittle come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Jose Altuve, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Coughlin on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, a perfect start to the inning here. You've already set it up with the top of the lineup leading off, so you're thinking, we'll take a walk, maybe a ground ball single, but he gives them a lot more than that. He drills this ball for a leadoff double.
In now, Dave Winfield. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Doolittle pauses. 1-0 on its way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
Well, we talk about it a lot. Ideally, this should be to the right side of the infield. Maybe you give him a break because he's such a good hitter and he is a run producer, but I'll bet if you ask him, he'll wish he had a different approach in that at-bat.
Jeff Bagwell will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Oh, and 1, here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Noonan is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Carlos Correa We'll stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Colby Rasmus stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Out in front of it, strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Ken Giles is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 53, Ken Giles.
Leading off the inning, Chris Coughlin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-1 pitch. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets fouled past the coaching box. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, this bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Jed Lowry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
The 0-1 delivery. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. One out, nobody on. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Balbuena is right there on to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
And this is what you're going to get when you've got a hard thrower coming out of the bullpen. When you're late on a fastball and you make contact below your label, it's snap city right there. He turned that bat into firewood.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff
is. The 0-1 pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that's cut on and missed, so now the A's are down to their final strike of the ball game.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Correa is up with it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Another job well done out of the back end of that bullpen. And he's going to get credit for save number 25 by finishing this one off.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets.